Hi, this is Kazman from Dubmarine. This is the AU Review. Pleasure.
Is this your first time to Big Sound?
No, this is actually third time now, I think.
Wow. So
Yeah.
you know what you're getting yourself into.
Yep, I already know what's going to happen. I even know who's going to be dancing and who ain't going to be dancing. Straight up.
So I was about to ask, what are you anticipating from the show? But it seems like you already know.
You want to know what you want to know what I'm anticipating?
Certainly do.
I'm anticipating folded arms, actually. From all the different music gangsters from all over Brisbane who are all competing against each other to be looked at, right?
Yeah.
But you know what? Tonight, next week, this week, right? We're going to break that code, man. When I get down, I'm going to do some handshaking. I said, dude, you need to handshake with that dude. Maybe, or maybe not.
Well,
It was an idea I was thinking of.
Then you become like a business broker. You start, networker.
Yeah, well, I feel like a bit of a diplomat in the music world, just, get the people working together.
There you go. So it's what it's all about. We've
That's right.
We've got to work together. It's too small an industry.
That's right, man. And, really in the end, all the music's starting to fit into each other now, Nothing's really separate from each other. Well, that's what I feel.
Is that a positive thing?
I think that's fantastic. You think about it, music is an ever-evolving thing, isn't it? Since beginning of dawn, actually is the first form of science really to exist. So, yeah, it's always growing, and I think that's fantastic.
What was going back to that idea? I mean, what was the first instrument that you picked up? What was the first? Do you remember the first kind of time you played with something and you went, "Oh, this is music. This isn't just a toy."
That's a cool question. Well, I sort of picked up my throat from the ground one day, and I suddenly went, "Hey, I can do that." No, I didn't really. No, as a kid at school, you just sing along, and I remember just being that the noisy one in the back seat, singing all the Christmas carols, all the Beatles songs, and what have you. Not really knowing the words, but trying anyway, and getting everyone to sing along with it. Yeah.
Perhaps you're still kind of doing that.
Oh, yeah. Still don't really know all the words to the Beatles songs. That's true.
more getting everyone to sing along.
Oh, yes. Very sing along, dance along, even, get a little bit voodoo because, these days, people like to, well, things are, I don't know, it feels like people are in cages. And so when you have music that allows for you to let go of your inhibitions, then that's when you get your voodoo on, and that's when you let the true spirit of yourself free.
You've got a new record to promote. You're doing some shows around the country.
Yeah.
With that, can you talk a little bit about the record?
Okay, the album's called Laser Soundbeam. It was recorded we did the tracking with Paulie B, at the Tanuki Lounge, which is in West End. It's pretty much where most of the West End sort of reggae, jazzy sort of crew all do their recordings. And then we got it mixed or technically mixed with Magoo, who made us sound awesome. And the mission is to try to bring the recordings to the same level that we do when we're live, because our live shows are the selling point. So we want to make sure that we were satisfied with an album that did that.
Was that challenging to try and bring it to that level?
Well, it seemed like it was challenging at first, but we sort of went around in a different way this time. We got Paulie to come to our shows, and he's been friends with us for a while anyway, but just he was there with us, on the ground. He knows what's going on or what people are feeling around him. Being a muso himself, he knows when people are getting excited, what they're getting excited about. And so he would do that, take notes, and then we'd be in the studio, and he would know what we'd all want, and that makes it easy actually. And then I guess all the technical stuff, that was the hardest part, just getting all the sounds and everything to sound right for their frequencies. That's always the hardest thing, I think.
Does that signal a certain evolution in your sound on a recording level with this new record, in terms of trying to bring everything to the same level?
Yeah, definitely. We all evolved as a band, We listened to each other a lot more. plus the writing that was happening, you know, like you go into a studio, you put down the tracks, but then when you're there you hear little things that you can tweak and what have you, and a few other layers that might sound good. And so it was really easy as for the band to actually just work it out and put it down.
So you release the record, you go and tour around Australia, and then what's next?
Oh, well, just really just focusing on this pushing our sound in Australia, Sydney, Melbourne, and up and down the coast, getting Aussies to hear a lot more, you know. They seem to be bombarded with the pop industry so much, you know, that it's quite kind of hard at times to get through to the mainstream people. So I guess we're just pushing ourselves. But then next year, hopefully get more overseas journeys, you know, more Europe, that sort of thing.
Where have you found particular support on that sort of radio front or otherwise, you know, over the last few years in Australia?
Ah, well, actually, you know, this last album itself, we've had heaps of, you know, help, if you like, or what's the word I'm looking for, you know, support, that's the word. And I think it comes down to a few different factors. One was we've consistently put on good shows, high level light shows, sound shows, you know, that sort of thing. The album itself is great. It's consistent all the way, and just having lots of good people on your team, I think that's what helps the industry to push on. And also using other local artists, you know, whether it's lighting or sound and venues and even promotion guys, you know, like it's the whole idea of everyone is connected, and so that's why I think the support's there.
And we're sitting here at Big Sound, and we've got 2 amazing days of music ahead of us. Is there anyone that you're looking forward to seeing?
I can never remember names, to tell the truth. And in all honesty, you know, I'm just gonna like wander around, and I got my guys that have got their ears on the train tracks. You know, they're saying you're gonna like this and you're gonna like that, and I'm just gonna follow along and you know just tune in. I guess being in the area, you know, get to talk to people, and that I can hear from the horse's mouth. I like it when other artists want to communicate and talk, and then that makes me interested to see what's going on. Don't really have a particular sound that I love anything beyond above anything else.
Sounds like love of everything from the Beatles to Christmas carols and
everything and all the above. Yeah.
Well, I really appreciate you taking the time, and hope all the shows go well this week.
My pleasure. Thank you very much, and I hope so as well.